All right, yeah, man. We here episode 12, man. We moving right along. What's good? What's that word? It's just me and Bishop today, but we gonna make it work.
I'm David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, you called it them paces, man.
Hey, listen, what y'all gonna run? Them young, hey, listen, what I said, what y'all brought, them young boys
Yeah.
be coming.
They won by 28, I believe, if I'm
Bro,
not mistaken.
they won big, and the crazy part about it, that dang, you don't allow me to mute myself on this side no more. Hey,
Look,
can you? They won't let me mute myself.
yeah, I can mute you. What you trying to
Mute
do?
me for like 5 seconds and unmute me.
All right. Yo.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right, yeah. Yeah, they won by 19 actually.
Bro, they are. I tell everybody what their game is: transition,
Right.
run and gun.
Right.
You not, but bro, listen. They are conditioned to do that year round. You gonna be if they get you to a game 6, game 7, you're gonna be wore down by then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Based on yesterday, man, they don't got a chance in hell without Dame.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's over with without Dame.
They need Dame back because because this is where my guy, I call him Junior. This is where my guy Halburton. This is where he excels at right here. This is
Right,
his type of thing. He lives for this moment.
right.
Like I said last year, he got hurt. They without him, they blew 3 leads against the Celtics. They won it all. They should have won. They should have won that series last year. If they play better defense, transition, they keep going, they're gonna be all right.
Hold on, right. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. My bad, twin. But nah,
Okay.
yeah, we were saying game 6, game 7, yeah, like I said, I don't know. They said Dame, I don't remember the injury, but it was supposed to be a season injury. And then out of nowhere, he just like, oh, he might play game 2 or 3.
Mm.
So how you feel about like getting peer pressured into playing?
I'm gonna say this: ain't no peer pressure when playing, bro. If I'm Dame, it is what it is. I'm gonna sit out. I'm gonna just rest up, and get right for next year. I mean, I know Father Time is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ticking, but at the end of the day, we gotta do what we gotta do. And I think he should rest.
Now they say he's supposed to come back with game 2.
Hey man.
I don't think he
Hey, yeah,
ready.
what it is.
I think he just peer pressured into getting out there. His window is very, very slim.
Mm-hmm.
I think either if you don't get it this year, or next year is over with. Do you think that's the same Dame in Portland though? I feel like
Can
he
you
knocked off a little bit.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we good then. Yeah, so for me, I always thought his window. had already closed. I'm gonna keep it a book. I love Dame. I think
Yeah.
Dame is phenomenal. Dame one of them guys. Like I got to be fair. The same thing I said about Spider. Got to say about Dame. Great guard. Great guard. Will go down as one of the best guards to ever play the game. But he's gonna be one of those players that you know what I'm saying. Only way he gonna get a ring is when it's like his last year, last 2 years, where he's a role player somewhere. If he decides to do that, some players their ego is, I can't do X, Y, and Z, so I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't even want to
I
play
think
anymore.
I think that was Melo problem and Allen Iverson problem. I feel like Melo waited too long to accept he was a role player,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just never got one. Cause if he would have, I feel like if he would have probably went to LA or one of them other teams before he went to OKC, he probably would have got him one. I feel like once he got to OKC, he was still trying to be the man with Russ.
I mean, I could see that. I could see that, but then again, I can't see that.
Yeah, because it was him, Paul George, and
Mhm.
Russ. They were trying to figure that out.
It was,
Um,
and the thing about it is, I think like sometimes you just got to fill your role, bro. Melo
yeah,
did not want to be, but that's what messed him up because I feel like instead of them having, he was supposed to be like a spot up shooter in that role. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But
right, right.
respectfully, I thought him and Paul George should have switched. Like let him handle the post procedures. You know what I'm saying? And let
Yeah,
Paul George be the knockdown shooter because I feel like like at that time Paul George he had a rhythm. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right.
So I would have did it that way.
Who else we got? The Lakers, man, they lost. They got the.
Uh,
They lost by what, 22,
like I
23?
told, like I told you, I did not want to see the. I'm glad we ain't have to see the Timberwolves because my Nuggets, Timberwolves got our number. I don't want to see Golden State. They got
Yeah,
our number and they got Jimmy. I don't want to see them. Jimmy's gonna be on a revenge tour for what we did to him in the finals. Don't want to see Jimmy. The Lakers got one job and it's looking as what I said. Got to see them joke. You ever seen the movie Sparkle?
nah, I ain't never see that one.
It's a part in Sparkle where the manager, he's a white guy, and he was like, I have to see this group in the light of day. And he caught old girl doing drugs and them getting in a fight in the janitorial closet or whatever. And it's the Lakers, bro. Playoff time. This is what they didn't get no
Yeah,
production out their bench. Some
yeah.
of
The
their key
bench
players
was
played horrible.
horrible. The bench was horrible.
And this is what
They basically didn't get nothing from the bench, like nothing.
then
We
when you
were
look at
They was
when
fouling a lot. That was a big thing too.
yeah, but it's gonna happen in this series. You know why it's gonna happen in this series?
What?
Because Minnesota is so freaking big, bruh.
Right, right.
Everybody's big, and then they got I call them the second coming of Kobe and Jordan, the YN version.
Ant Man.
Ant is an assassin, man. He got that mentality. He's an assassin, and he's getting
And due
production.
to due to horrible defense, Minnesota shot 51%. So that's like a recipe for disaster. They shot 50% from three. They just making half their shots last night.
Like, and that's their
Obviously when you shoot a lot of threes, you're not gonna get a lot of free throws. So Lakers won in that department, but they were shooting 50% from everything else. So
that's their game plan though. They usually shoot around 50 to 60 something percent because their their game scheme is around Ant and Nas Reed kicks in with his defensive ability, not only with his defensive ability, but on him getting rebounds and shooting the perimeter shot. You got I keep forgetting his name, the lone guy with the Geechee Gotti cornrows. Um,
yeah,
they got him, and then they got another guy that come up.
Nas Reed.
No, no, not Nas Reed. It's another guy. They got two guys that both got cornrows that come. One of them starts, the other one comes off the bench. They're
You
long.
talking about? Is it Daniels? I feel like
I
it's
have to, I
Dan.
have to, I have to look. They're both long, bro. They're
Yeah.
both long. Like
So
pause
let
if
me ask you this:
necessary.
you think they better without Cat?
Yes,
Okay. So
And I
let me
say
ask
that,
you,
and I say
would
that
you
for a
would have
reason.
gave up Cat or Gobert though, if you
I would
had
have
to
gave
choose?
up Cat because Gobert is a necessity. Gobert is a necessity because of his. Gobert is probably one of the best rebounders we ever seen play the game in this
Yeah.
era, or
Right, right.
whatever. So and
So
then
why you think he gets so much slack? Like people
because he's
don't fuck
soft,
with
because he's
him.
soft. I think what we want to see go, we want Gobert to go back to those first couple of years he had in Utah where he was dominating the glass on the offensive side and the
Right.
defensive side. But be it some of it's like role players, right? This is what they
Yeah.
want you to do. But Gobert, as he showed us in the Nugget series, Gobert give you 20 now. If you need him to give you 20, Gobert give you 20.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So from that aspect, like they have the size advantage. For me, for them to win this series, they got to keep playing stellar defense. Um, you're not gonna totally stop LeBron James, but I'm more focused on I would let LeBron have his way. The person that I would this is what I would do, I would let LeBron do whatever he wants to do. I'm gonna
Don't let
lock up
Luca get hot.
I'm gonna lock up Luca and I'm gonna keep AR-15 contained.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make your bench have to step up and beat me, which I know they can't. So that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
the bench is horrible. Luca only had one assist. That's not gonna get it done. He need at least I say 6 or 7 just to
Yep.
be
And
comfortable. You know what I'm
and the
saying?
problem, as I said before, Luca is a defense of liability.
Nightmare.
Austin Reed,
And
he had
LeBron, if
oh,
we want to be 100, LeBron is too at this point.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
they,
saying? Like,
they have a lot of defensive liabilities. I felt like the AD trade, and I felt like that's why I said this trade didn't make any sense for me because you're trading somebody that you need on a block desperately because he
right.
makes that team better. Even though we know he gets hurt, we know he's inconsistent, but like with blocks and rebounds, you need that added in. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron James for this series, like it's so hard because Minnesota's a good defensive team. They're a very good
And
defensive team.
and and they didn't get nothing for out of Alex Lynn. Like when they picked him up, it was just like a disaster. I don't know what happened with the Mark Williams not passing his physical stuff, but
Mhm.
if they would have kept him, that I would have been more comfortable than was it Jason Hayes right now?
I
He
don't know
only
who it is.
played Jason Hayes. Jason Hayes only played 8 minutes. So what they must have had LeBron at the 5 then.
Yeah, it's like I said, bro. It's like I say, bro. Like when it comes down to the West, I don't care what seed you are. It comes to matchups. You know the matchup your team is good against, and the matchup your team is bad against. I
Yeah.
knew going into the like me and my cousin, we always said regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like we're fans of teams, but we're fans of the sport. So you got to have a bench in the playoffs. Doc
Right, right, right.
Rivers, and that's one thing I can say about Doc Rivers, right? Doc Rivers, wherever he coaches it, he's gonna have a bench. He's gonna have a bench, but his starters got to give him something. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's gonna always have a bench. Doc Rivers have had some amazing benches when he coached when he coached for the Clippers, when he coached for the Celtics. He had great reserves that went in and did their job very well. It was I think when Philly it was just the role players and stuff. But other than that, like you got to have a bench, and that's something that he don't got. You got to get what you can get out of your bench because that's what. And remember, I said this on the last podcast. This is what played the Lakers the last time when LeBron had to do all this stuff. He had to go through these series or whatever, and by the time they got to the Nuggets, this man was drained.
Right, right, right.
So, like Luca, Luca's not in shape. Luca don't play no defense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, by the time y'all play these people, Matt, y'all are hurting yourselves, right? So they got to find something to work. And I would
I
go as
feel
far
like
as say,
they at they ceiling physical wise.
yeah, and I'm gonna say,
You can't play. I always say they always say you can't get in shape to play basketball. You gotta play basketball to get in shape.
I can say this, right? This might be what we seen with the Nugget series last year. If the Timberwolves take game two, right? We could see the Lakers take game three and game four in Minnesota. You remember last year it was like the Nuggets won on the road. They didn't win at home.
Yep.
So the Nuggets won they won 3 games on the road. They didn't win at home at all. So with home court advantage. So
So you
like I
saying
said,
you so as a Nuggets fan, you saying you ain't trying to see the Timberwolves.
I ain't want no parts of them. No parts of them.
So
None.
speaking of the Nuggets, man,
Because
y'all won in overtime by 2, man.
and and I'm a
It was looking shaky that first half though. I was like,
I'm
hold
a
on. The
I
Clippers
tell my
looking
cousin
nice.
I tell my cousin this all the time, bro. I said Jokic can go out there and do what he can do. Aaron Murray can go out there and do what he can do. Aaron Gordon's going to give us what he's going to give us. I said we know what I keep forgetting the little white kid's name. Braun, he's going to do what he can do. Westbrook, he's going to do whatever he do, but he's
Hey,
not
hold on. I gotta
a
say this
factor.
too before we keep going.
Go ahead.
As much people give Russ. He came in clutch yesterday.
Yeah,
That three was
Russell do
clutch.
that.
And
Russell do that.
he had a couple points in the paint. That was really clutch. He got a
So
little drop dimes off from Jokic.
yeah, so me being a fan, I'm gonna keep it a book nasty with you.
Yeah.
We go as far as we go, not only with Joker and with Murray. We cannot win no series. Like we got blessed to win that game. We need more out of Michael Porter Jr. If we
Right.
can't get 15
Yeah.
from Michael Porter consistently,
Yeah,
we're gonna
he
be
was
in a hole.
trash. He was
He
trash.
is a yes,
He had
he is
4
a key
rebounds and
player.
3 points. He made, but I'm not gonna lie, that three he made was critical though. The
And
one he did make.
I tell everybody, right? You go back to the Lakers series, the last two series we played the Lakers. He has shot phenomenal. And we handled the Lakers with ease, right? When you look at the last two times we played the Lakers in the regular season, he has played horrendous. No, we didn't have Aaron Murray and Joker in one of those games, but he still played horrible. We need Michael Porter Jr. to do what we need him to do. We need you
Right.
to give us 15. We need at least 15 from you. 15 from you
But
per night.
you got 25 from Gordon last night though.
Gordon's
So
gonna
that
do that. I told
yeah,
you, Gordon is that aspect that he plays his role very very well, and he's getting more comfortable every season that he's been there. The thing that's causing us is when you go, even if you go back and you look at the stats from the year we went to the finals and then last year, right? We played better when our starting five is all in double digits. We're damn near unbeatable when our whole starting five is in double digits. And if we do lose with double digits, it's only by like 2 or 3 or less. Like, so we need Michael Porter Jr. to do what we need Michael Porter Jr. to do, right?
yeah.
I don't want to. I feel like this series we can win this series. I feel like we need to go ahead and get this series out of the way because I don't know who we play after this series because we're the what 4 seed.
Yes.
So we're the 4 seed and we're playing the what seed? What seed are we playing? The 5th seed.
Yeah, so it's 4 and 5 in the middle.
Okay. So yeah, we need to go ahead and get rid. I like my chances versus Houston or OKC. But I don't want to play Golden State and I don't want to play the Timberwolves. So the Lakers need to do whatever they need to do because I don't know how the bracket looks. They need to do whatever the hell they need to do.
I feel like the Timberwolves and the Lakers is the only series that's going to be determined by the bench because everybody else gonna play their starters. Cause once you get in the playoffs, you only gonna play 8 or 9 people. You're not gonna have a full rotation out there. You see what I'm saying? So um I like the Nuggets because I'm really not sold on. He made some big shots. I'm not sold on Harden. I don't know if Leonard gonna be healthy. He played 41 minutes. That's a lot for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot for Kawhi. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these games he just come out of nowhere and just be like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm hurt." Like he just good for that. So, um, like I said, man, once the playoffs start, you're not gonna see half these guys. It's only gonna be an 8 or 9 man rotation. I like after what I seen, I feel like Russ gonna lose me a game or two, but I still got Nuggets in 6, man. I got Nuggets in 6. I think that Timberwolves and Lakers series gonna go to 7 though. I think so. I feel
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. If and I put my right hand for Jesus on this. If Timberwolves win the next game, they win game 3. Wrap this up. This is done in 5. This
yeah.
is done in 5. This is done in 5. It's done in 5.
Yeah, I feel like even though it's still early in the series,
Jimmy Chain,
that's
Chicken
a
Wayne,
that's a
Reggie Wayne, Timberwolves
that's
at
a
5.
that's a must win. I feel like game two, even though it's still early in the series, game two is a must win for the Lakers. Must win because I get it, LeBron got experience and all that, but when you get to the playoffs and you got that home court, them others step up.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is a must win game two for them.
Man, listen,
Must
man. Hey,
win game two for them. Especially like you said, um, fatigue, being older, all that about to play a factor.
yep. And
And
that's what I say about basketball. Like y'all keep saying, "Oh, LeBron's doing this." Like, bro, they're playing an 80-something game schedule.
you know what I always
Then,
said? You know what I said? Killed Anthony Edwards last year.
what?
He played in the Olympics.
Yep.
He didn't play in the Olympics this year. He looking
Mm-mm.
kind of fresh out there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So how many
Mm-hmm.
games the Olympics? Like an extra 13 games, something
I
like
don't
that.
know, but I tell y'all this right here, boy. They mess around. If the wet, if, because I expect the second round in the Western Conference Finals to be like elite. I expect all those games to go 6 or 7.
Right.
If they mess around and let the Pacers come out the East, I don't know who gonna have enough legs to stop them jokers. You
So
gotta have
you
that.
don't see
You
you don't see
remember?
okay you don't see okay see running with them
I think
or the
OKC is good,
Rockets.
but I don't think OKC is good enough to get past uh the Nuggets or the Timberwolves or Golden State for that matter. And that goes with experience. And I'm saying like it's a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? We always see that older team that plays that younger team that's hungry that gets over the hump. Not saying that can't happen, but we've seen it with OKC when they took out Kobe and the Lakers. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
Derek Fisher was older. He couldn't guard Westbrook to save his life. You know what I'm saying? We all seen that team make that stride or whatever. We seen that already. You know, so I'm not saying it can't happen for me. I still think Curry has a lot of basketball left.
Yeah.
I think they have a great coach. I think Jimmy Butler's still a great player. And with those two, and with Jimmy, when Jimmy can get hot and stay hot, and with Curry staying hot, and they get their role players playing right, it's going to be hard to stop. That's the Nuggets. When the Nuggets get if the Nuggets keep playing the way they're playing, and MPJ steps up and plays the role he can play, going to be hard to stop. The Timberwolves got and it is everything. They're going to be hard to stop
Yeah,
off
like I said,
defense.
he didn't play them Olympics games this year. He looking kind of fresh. I ain't gonna hold you.
Telling you, bro, it's going to be very very interesting, bro. Very very
And
interesting,
OKC is beating the hell out of the Grizzlies
which I
right
expected.
now. So it look like they're gonna sweep them.
Which I expected.
Look
I
like
don't
they gonna
think I
sweep
don't think
them.
Josh gonna get swept.
You don't think he gonna get swept? Let me
Nah,
see.
nah, I don't think he's gonna get swept.
So who you like now at your pick? I mean, of course you gonna say Nuggets, but any picks change? I like the Pacers now that I seen game one. Like I said, I don't think they got a chance in hell without Dame.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said this last year when I was arguing with some Knicks fans on Twitter. I said, hey, said in the space, I said, bro, listen, I said, I like what Brunson's doing. Brunson is a monster. They don't have an answer for Brunson. They know they don't have
Yeah,
an answer for Brunson. They don't care that they don't have an answer for Brunson. If they push this to game 7, it's over with. They're only rotating 6 players. Josh Hart has played the whole game for like 2 or 3 games. This is
yeah,
over with. They have did what they wanted to do. They got you to 7. I said, this is what a lot of people don't understand. Mike Carlisle, their coach, he won with an old veteran team when he was at Dallas, and he beat a younger, more talented team in the Miami Heat. If y'all let this man get to the Eastern Conference Finals, if they play their game, we know they don't play defense. If they can continue to run and gun, it is going to be hard to beat this team. Just being honest with you, it's going to be hard to beat them.
yeah. And the Pistons was up 8 going into the fourth quarter. Um, the Knicks went on a 21-0 run. Man, I don't know what happened.
Man, listen, bro.
I was like, okay,
Listen, bro.
Pistons look like they're gonna take game one.
Hey
I
man.
I went back to the box score. I said, man, what's going on?
Hey man.
But yeah,
That.
I like Indiana. The West still open to me after what I seen. I
Uh-huh.
gotta see game 2, man. I just gotta see game 2 of everything. Cause like I said, y'all kind of squeezed that one out.
Hey
Um,
man.
pausing
It's
this.
it's yeah. It's gonna be ah. It's gonna be like
But I'm not sold on James Harden. He's never been a closer in the playoffs ever. So
Ever. But I'm gonna tell you a series I got my eye on:
what?
Magic and Celtics.
They play game 1 today, right?
Yes, sir. People
Yeah.
are asleep on Orlando.
Yo, I
Orlando
can't make
has.
this up. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's 80-36 against the Grizzlies, bro. What's going on? OKC running it up on them. What is that? That's what, 44 points? God, they up by 44, bro. But go ahead, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. Yo.
I hear you.
Yeah, nah, I was just saying I ain't mean to cut you off. What was you saying?
I said, oh, like they are very good, bro. Orlando might have the best teamwork from a bench and started fight. Like they are gritty, bro.
Right,
They're like gnats at a barbecue. They don't go a fucking way.
right.
So I think that could be a thing because we know historically with this Boston team right here, they're gonna give you 2 or 3 games because sometimes they just play horrible.
Yeah.
And the Thunder ain't letting off the gas. It's 78-36. Good Lord have mercy.
That's what I said. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they up by 45 in a playoff game. That's crazy.
So
The
pretty
job,
much,
yeah, man. Ja the
pretty
only one in double figures.
pretty much, man. Like this mess is like this is man. Listen,
Yeah, they gonna sweep them. I want to see what, like I said, I want to see what Magic do. I feel
this
like
is
Boston. I
horrible.
feel like Boston, like you said, I feel like Boston gonna give up. No, no, I'm sorry, I'm tripping because they gotta play. Yeah, I think Cleveland gonna sweep Miami. Cleveland should sweep them. I'm more so
Mm-mm.
worried about is Boston gonna give Orlando two. I feel like they gonna give them 2 games at least, just by BSing.
I tell you what, they give them 3 games. They if Boston give Miami 3 games, we got an old church song that we used to sing at funerals. Pack it up, getting ready to go. That's what's about to happen. If they let Orlando win 3 games, pack it up, getting ready to go. I promise
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. So yeah, I don't even know, man. I ain't think the Lakers gonna come out like that. I gotta see how they do a game 2, man, because I was like, that wasn't it for me. But yeah, OKC is up by like 40, so they're about to take game 1. I believe the East. I believe what the Cavs and Heat play tonight. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
you said I think he didn't. Cavs do play tonight, I believe.
Yeah, Heat Cavs. Let me look it up right quick. Yeah, they play at 7. So they should sweep. The first and AC should definitely sweep. I feel like the 2 seed is going to give 7 seed at least 2 games. Uh, who is second? Oh yeah, Rock. Yeah, the Rockets and Warriors. That's what I'm with. I want to see that series. I think it's gonna come down to the big man because the Rockets do got a good big man.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that go. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we ain't get to finish the conversation from last week, man.
I forgot the conversation from last week.
It was basically like, hey, he kind of went off on
What
K. He said, "Man, I hate when people play victim."
oh yeah, bro. I hate when man, bro. Like, bro, black people play victim for no reason, bro. They
Yeah,
be like they blame white people for everything. So it's the white man fault. You living in Section 8 housing. It's the white man fault. Like You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. It's the white man fault. Like, no, it's not.
Right, right, yeah.
It's not.
That was my argument too. Like, I'm not about to sit up here and like make excuses for something that happened when I wasn't even born. Like
That's a
that,
fact,
it really don't got nothing to do. Honestly, it don't got nothing to do with me. I feel
bro.
like.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you look at we, everybody loves to bring up history, right? We
Right,
have seen the rise of the most black entrepreneurs since before integration, right?
right, right.
We see more and more black people um excelling, hitting certain pay rate, not pay rates. What's the range like? The yearly income, right?
Yeah,
We sit here and be like, oh well, white people got this, or white people got. Bro, listen, this is what I hate about people, right? Black people and white people, right?
right,
Two sides of the same coin. Both ignorant, both prejudiced, both racist, or whatever. Now, I used to be the one that say black people can't be racist. I'm done with that. Yes, we can. Right? This is what the older black people do, and the white people they still do it because they know how important it is. Cost of living goes up. Tell me if I'm lying or not. Cost of living goes up yearly.
yeah. Because the same house
Property,
I'm in,
yeah.
the same
Mhm,
house I'm in since I've been here 7 years now. It doubled.
mhm.
So yes,
Yeah,
it goes up.
property value goes up yearly. So this is the thing people don't understand. When you go to like the rural areas or in Atlanta for a fact, right? So when you like
Right,
or around Atlanta, some of the properties people kept in their family. Some of that the houses they didn't sell the house, they just rent it out. They keep their assets. They don't get
right,
rid of them. You leave something to your sister, that you leave something to your daughter, thinking you don't tell her how important it is to you. She don't care how your brother feel or how this feel because you thought she was the more financially sound person. She don't sold your house, sold your land, this, that, and the third, yada yada yada. Like that is leaving generational wealth. It's money in that.
right.
You gotta understand how to do things. Like the cost of living here. Like I give you a prime example, right? I'm about to move out for where I stay at, or whatever, right? So I'm looking up private renters or whatever. So I'm seeing houses that are in some decent neighborhoods, right? The same I seen one house that was 12 1200 1200 a month. I seen the same exact house for 1800 a month. You know what the difference was?
What?
One house was right around the corner from the hood, and the other house was in a nice subdivision on a different side of town.
Right,
So people don't understand how that operates. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have houses that this is a violent neighborhood. It's not necessarily a violent neighborhood, but a couple of streets over, it's always something going on or something's happening around. You know what I'm saying? And they can't keep
mhm.
anybody in there because of that. So they have to. You know what I'm saying? For that
Yeah,
type of stuff. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's why I say black people, we're our own biggest enemy. Why do we always have to have problems where we live at? I seen one of the realest posts in the world on Facebook the other day. There was like people putting it on people willing to die about growing up in Section 8 housing. Like, oh, I put that on my hood. You know what I'm saying? But it's a project.
right,
It's
right,
Section 8 housing. You willing to die for that? Like,
right.
I tell the young folks all the time, even like we got some YNs that work with us. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, I'm like, bro, professionalism will take y'all a long way, bro.
Right. Stop
Learning how
acting
to
like a
talk
nigga
would
all
take
the time, man.
exactly would take y'all a long way, bro. I
Yeah.
said, because I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If them people call, if you talking a certain way, if these plant people see you acting a certain way, and they call them folks out here, they gonna handle you a certain way. You better know where you at, bro. You gotta know where you rolling at, and you can't
And
get
that's
mad
why I
at it.
was saying. That's why I was saying. Far as like, I feel like what we do a lot too is we blame the police on how they interact with us. And I always be like, I ain't never had no bad interaction with no cop because I'm not acting like a nigga when he pull up on me. It's certain ways to go about things. So it's like, say for instance, that's why they have courts. So like, say you get pulled over, you believe you wasn't speeding. 9 times out of 10, we was speeding, but we think the you think the cops always out to get us. But if you feel like you wasn't speeding instead of doing too much in the moment, that's the point of courts. Courts is there to prove things. That's the point of court.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like it's just stuff like that. Like I've never had a bad interaction with a cop because I don't come off like a nigga. I don't act unprofessional. That's just not me. And then I feel like I'm never gonna glorify jail or nothing, but I feel like certain people have to experience that to know to not want to go back. So it's like I know how to act now because I know I don't never want to go back to that place again. You see what I'm saying? So I just it's like learning to let things go, not be a nigga. But yeah, I agree. Like we can't match stupidity with stupidity and expect good things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to ever be the case. Like it's not going to ever help nothing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, bro. Like I know people, right? Like keep it a buck with you, right? So I said like this. I got family that's in law enforcement or whatever.
Right.
Like I said, like I grew up. I remember I used to talk to this white girl back in the G, and she was like, "Yeah, my parents were really hesitant about letting me come over here because you stay in Black Bottom." I'm like, and they said this is a really violent neighborhood.
Right.
I'm like, Uncle Bob, come here. Like, say that again. He just looked and laughed. I'm like, all these people that stay around here, they've been here their whole lives. They grew up together.
Right.
We don't have police don't come over here. Whatever y'all feel like that. That's enough. Y'all want to talk about what going to projects for the petty mess they do? They stop people for playing loud music in their car, or it's a drug bust in the projects or whatever. This, that, and the third. I don't stay. I stay up the street from the projects. Like literally up the street. You got to go over a half a mile just to get there from where I stay at. We don't have these issues. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it's the way they look because all like just because a lot of black people stay over here, it's a bad neighborhood. It's not a bad neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Um, and at the same time, you have to tell people like, if I'm an officer, right, and I hear y'all glorifying, like, bro, if I was a police officer, right, and I'm working in Atlanta, I'm on the South Side, and I gotta go anywhere off Campbellton Road, it's
Right.
gonna be me. I'm all my mind said it's gonna be you. It ain't gonna never be me. I'm going home to my kids. I'm just being honest. It ain't gonna never be me.
Right.
I'm gonna follow procedure, bro. That's what I tell people. Follow procedure. Like when you get stopped by the police, like, bro, y'all be wanting to argue with these folks. I'm
Yeah,
not
I'm not.
arguing
That's
with
I'm not doing
nobody.
that. Yeah,
Like,
I'm not doing
what
that.
you stopping me for? No, I don't need to. Hey, pull me out the car, sir. Y'all don't even want to be in here. I don't even want to
Right.
pull me out. Let me get out. I ain't got nothing on me. Hey, hold up. Before you do anything, stop arguing with her. Come over here and pat me down. Put me in the back of your car. You
Right.
done doing whatever you doing, bro. I don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't argue with the police. Like if I know I didn't do anything wrong, I'm just gonna show you what you need to show. If you ask me, we in Georgia, so if you ask me, do I have anything on me? I'm gonna say no. If you bring a K9, you and say you're gonna do a perimeter search, fine, do it.
Right.
I know I ain't got nothing here. That's why I tell people if y'all feel a certain way, they have these things where you can put a camera in your car and it has
Right.
the view of you driving on the highway and the view from inside the car. So they can't plant anything on
Or
you.
or you could just do what you're supposed to do and have your legal documents.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't gotta worry about that. Like if I get pulled over, bro, I know my license good, my registration good. The least that's gonna happen is I get a ticket. I'm not
Bruh,
going to jail because I got my life together. Or now I don't even want to say life. I just want to say I got what I need to be on the road.
I kid you not, bruh. I got tried in Nassau County last 4th of July. I came home, took my son down to Folkestone or whatever, and was on the way came back to Jacksonville. And I got stopped in Callahan. And when the guy got behind me or whatever, I pulled over. He came to the car. He said, "Hey, I need to see license, registration, proof of insurance." Uh, he was like, "Yeah." And he started to say, he like he know he got something right. So
Right,
I'm
right.
like, "All right." Hey, look, I had it all in my hand already. I gave it to him, and I was like, "Hold up!" I was like, "Hold up, sir! I gave you the wrong license. That's the outdated one. I'm sorry." And I gave him a license. And when I flipped through my cars, he seen international paper. He seen my badge. He said, "You work at IP?" Yeah, which one? I said, "The one in Savannah." He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I came home to take my son to see his cousin so he can pop fireworks with him. I'm taking him back home now. I'm gonna take him home and then I'm gonna head back up." He was like, "Well, I stopped you because your right headlights out. So you need to get that fixed. I want you to get your son home safe, man." He said, keep doing what you're doing, man." He said, "I'm gonna put an APB out to tell them your car model that you're gonna have your bright lights on going into Duval County. So you be safe, man. You go ahead and go on about your business, get your kid home. Thank you." I ain't
Yeah.
argue with that man.
Only thing I don't like about sometimes like that, like you just don't be knowing. Cause I had my headlight was out the other day, and I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, is my headlight out? So I was like, I don't know if they maybe need to update the new cars and tell you that type of stuff out. Cause sometimes you really just don't know until you
You
get
don't
pulled
know,
over. Yeah, so I didn't even know my headlight was out until I like got behind another car, and I'm looking, I'm like, one of these motherfuckers look out. Like it wasn't shining on the back of the other person's car. So I was like, damn, I gotta go change this. But yeah, I changed it instantly.
bro. You know
I
what I
don't
don't
want to get
like
pulled
though.
over.
You know
Yeah.
what they're notorious for stopping people in Camden County for having a license plate. Like I ain't got no license plate light out, man. Nigga, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
not out.
Oh, I got pulled over like that too. Coming back from Tulsa, he was like, the light wasn't it wasn't bright enough. Like he couldn't see my license plate. I was like, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, you gotta know where you rolling at, man.
Yeah, yeah, I
Like
ain't
I
never
said,
heard that.
that's why I told everybody, man. Listen, I got to travel out of state. You best believe I'm getting around because I was going to drive the Little Rock for that battle I got coming up, and then I
Right,
thought about it. I'm like, hold up, I got it. I got our Portal Plus. I'm just gonna pay for this ticket off that. I got $5,000 on the motherfucker. They just gonna
right,
take
right,
$10 out of every check. I might as well use it. I'm
right.
like, I'm not driving no Arkansas. I gotta go through Tennessee and shit. No, hell no.
You know, I be driving 'cause I be having my equipment, so sometimes I drive a lot.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought hard on it. I said, nah. And I'm sitting there telling Poppy, I'm like, yeah, bro, I just want to battle and leave. No, we gonna hang out. Yeah, we gonna play dice and dump. No, no,
No,
Pop,
no,
no,
no, no.
no, no. I don't even want to be around no dice gang. I don't even want to be
Yeah,
around no dice gang. Not even home. I don't want to be around no dice
I
gang because
tell
they
niggas
always go
now,
left.
man, I'm a civilian.
Yes, yes. I'm a family man. I go to work and I go home. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Anybody say you lame? Then hey, guess what? I'm a free lane man. I'm not going to
Right?
jail for
Yeah,
none of y'all.
I
Not.
don't get into that no more.
Mm-mm. I drive with tobacco products on me at all times.
Yeah, especially out here, they drive so crazy, bro. I be just like, man, just go. I'm gonna just let you go, cause I'm not
Yeah.
about to sit here and play rider like speed and who could drive fastest. I'm not doing that.
I remember I was going to CKC. I was going up to Dallas, and you know how like when you're in Atlanta, when you coming in Atlanta, how you can go to Clayco or whatever.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to merge in, bro, and I'm like I'm getting cut off or whatever. So like I'm like, all right. So man, listen, you know how you usually got the bullet. I just pulled halfway in. I said, you either gonna hit me or and I'm gonna get paid, or you gonna let me go on about my business, man. I
right,
ain't about to
right.
play with you in this goddamn traffic, bro.
Like, yeah, you could have that. But yeah, man, I definitely think people we need to take more accountability. I don't care about the skin color. Right is right and wrong is wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got this last topic is the importance of saving money. Yeah, I'm saying
It's
definitely.
really important.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what is like if you don't mind telling me, you could pass on a question too if you want to.
Uh,
What is like your what is like a guilty pleasure of yours? Pause necessary where you just know you spending your money on it, but it's just like you not supposed to.
I
Them
don't
black
really
and miles,
have.
them black
I
and
would say that's
miles.
probably. I would probably say that's the like the closest thing, bro. Cause I don't
Yeah,
spend my money on like anything rash, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
when people be like, oh, why don't you pop? Like this is my thing with people, right? Especially like when I'm paying like a $2,000+ mortgage. I'm paying
right,
bills. I'm paying light bills, my water bill. I'm paying insurance. I got to pay, for my son's stuff. And I'm the only one working or whatever. I have to put money up because I never know if something's gonna happen, and I got to
right,
get it taken care of. So when people be like, "Oh, you don't go out there to do this, that, and the third, or whatever," I'm like, it ain't that I don't got the money. It's just money that I'm not gonna touch.
right, right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I want to spend over $1,000 to come see people from Twitter?
right. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's what y'all have
I
made battle
think
rap
bad
events about.
habits is just the reason people can't save money. Cause
And
it's like, what are you doing with your money that you can't save nothing?
my uncles, because my parents wasn't in my life. My grandparents raised me. Then I stayed with my uncle Raymond and my auntie Brenda and my uncle Bob and my auntie Charlene. So like they both have family structures. You know what I'm saying? So my uncles are man's man. You know what I'm saying? Like their women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so it's like for me, like trying to put this in a way. They always said something like they never went through it, but they said, when they were younger, they always say crawl before you walk. Get you a job and then get you a better job or whatever. Learn a trade and excel that way. Like everybody's
Yeah.
not gonna you ain't gonna get it overnight. A lot of jobs you
Yeah,
get
my
paid
my
good.
my
Like,
bad habits is always like clothes,
see, I
snacks.
don't.
Obviously I'm a chubby
I'm
nigga.
a,
I like weed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you some real crap. I'm gonna tell you, me being the age I am now and just understanding the stuff, bro. Like, bro, I could literally go to Walmart,
Yeah.
Macy's, TJ Maxx, and get me because I'm a plain person. All I wear is pretty much t-shirts and jeans or
Right.
whatever. I have a pair of Barclays and I have a pair of coconut milk Pippins that I wore my Barclays 3 times. I wore my Pippins 1 time, and I have like pants, and I just go out and buy t-shirts if I'm going somewhere
Right.
or
Right.
whatever. Right? Like I don't waste money on stuff because I'm always at work or whatever. I'm blessed because a lot of people can't say they're bringing home 14 anywhere between 14 to 2,300 after taxes a week. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm in a position where I'm saving, I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm being all right. I'm just trying to build the foundation for my son and make sure everything's right with him and my life and because I'm dating somebody right now. So you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy. Where I'm at right now, I'm happy. I'm not mad. I'm happy. I'm totally happy. I just really want to get this battle done that I have coming up, and then if we still locked in for that, the battle with Ja, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not mad at it. I'm just so ready to be done with battle rap period, where I can just talk about it. I don't have to write or whatever. But you can't talk battle rap with everybody because people get offended and they don't make no sense. So then when their logic don't make sense, they try to uh, belittle you for, and they don't know you or say things that don't know. Right? That's like just being a league owner, right?
Yeah.
If I choked in 2 of my last 3 battles, and I clearly got my ass whooped in 7 straight rounds, and you hit me up to battle, right? And I tell
Yeah.
you I need 1,500 plus my travel. You
You
gonna say
crazy.
have a nice fucking day.
Yeah, you crazy.
You're gonna have a nice day
But
because you're
see, I
not giving
always
any
told
product.
you, I always told you, and this what people always give me like praise on is that I take care of the people that build my league to where so like in
Mm-hmm.
my roster battle, I make sure I give them something. It might
Mm-hmm.
change, it might vary depending on the event, but you just gotta keep the people that happy, you know what I'm saying, that's doing what they supposed to be doing, you keep them happy. And then people like that you just
Mm-hmm.
named, you get them away. So let me ask you this: what if you got a person like that? Because I don't know if you're trying to compare it to anybody, but I always look at the devil's advocate. What if you got that type of person, but he's still bringing in money through the door? Do you still cut him
Okay, so
off
this
at that point
this
because
so this is
he
this
not
is my
doing what he doing?
this is my thing.
For
This is my thing, right? If
yeah,
I'm paying, I don't care. If I'm paying you to do a job, right?
right,
Your job is to give me 3 rounds of great content,
right,
of good content, right? You have promoted this battle, right? You sold the battle, but then you go out there and you don't even give me a full 2 minutes of material in 3 rounds combined. That's
right.
like me having somebody that promotes roofing, shows their work, but their work is horrible. They get on jobs and like it's messed up. Shingles are coming off. I got a whole half of the roof that ain't even. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I'm not paying you for that. Like so, I
right, right.
ain't. You can do. I tell everybody, you can do the intangibles with promoting. You can do the intangibles with selling tickets or whatever. Are you giving me what I asked you to give me? No. You're not
Right.
giving me what you promoted that you was going to give me, and you're not giving me what you told me you was going to give me. I
I
can't pay
agree
you off
because
that.
if we look back 5, 10 years from now on said platform battler, we not gonna look at did it bring money. We gonna was the battles good? Did you give me a good quality performance? So that's always my biggest thing. Like because some artists is that are good during battles or doing what they supposed to, they don't always bring money in, but it's just good material, good content for your platform if the
That's a
battle's
fact.
good.
I don't tell people on Twitter. I don't tell people on Twitter. I do not care to battle. I'm not battling. I'm not wasting my time. We want to see you battle this person. Give me $1,000. I battle on a space. I just told you, give me $1,000 and I battle. If we ain't gonna give me $1,000, don't ask me to fucking battle. I just told you I didn't want to battle.
Yeah, I'm good on the spaces, especially after last night. What I seen last night is just too much. And then like
Like,
for me, I just feel like being as though I'm a league owner, I'm an active battler. I'm in different states at least once a month.
yeah,
So I just like me personally, I just feel it's best for me to stay out of stuff because I don't know who I if I speak on something, I could potentially run into somebody and I
yeah,
don't even know if I got beef with them because I done
facts.
spoke on something I'm not supposed to speak on. So
That's a fact.
a
And,
lot
and
of
that's the
times you'll never see me speak on nothing.
I seen what and I think if we talk about the same thing,
Yeah.
yeah, like I
And
tell
for
everybody,
me, I'm just one of the people like, how could I say this? I'm not saying snitching is okay. I'm not never condoning it, but for me, that's not like a big no for me. My biggest thing is pedophiles. Like if you pedophile, like I just that's might something I speak on, but like anything street related, I'm not getting in that. Like I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? That's up to whoever is booking to not decide to win a book, quote unquote snitches, because
hmm
if they did or not do it, it's not my business. But to me, that's not like a deal breaker for me, because I'm not in the streets no more, so I don't care. But I'm not gonna
hmm
speak on it. You see what I'm saying? So for me, the biggest thing is always pedophiles. Like that's one
this
thing I'm not accepting.
this is my thing, right? This is my thing, and I say this all the time. We compare battle rap to wrestling and say that everybody has their own gimmick. Tell me when I'm lying, true or
Right,
false.
right.
So we know people that are rappers that talk about stuff that is not their lives. We know people that do rap about stuff that is their lives. We know people that do this, that, and X, Y, Z. Um, Now, this is my thing. I don't know how many people are actually they love to call people slow or say this right here, but people don't understand the law, right?
Right,
If you have ever been to jail, if you have ever got charges read to you, if you have ever stepped in a courtroom, if you ever been arraigned, when you get this, is what people don't know. When you get it, when you go to first appearance or whatever, and they tell you your charges or whatever, and give you your bond, that's one thing. When you go get arraigned and you plead guilty or not guilty to set charges, when they give you your motion of discovery, depending on some of the evidence, after that case is done, regardless if you took a plea deal or you took it to trial,
right,
anything they used in that case, you can go to the clerk of court in whatever city it was. All of it's up there, bro. It's public information.
right.
Y'all like it's public information, bro. Like so when people be sitting here saying this or saying that or saying this or I did this or I did that or I sold this and I sold that, like come on, bro. Ain't nobody like T Top is a good storyteller, right? T
Right,
Top ain't sell all that drugs and he's battle rapping. I'm just being honest with you. Like it's common
right,
sense. The man's rapping good, but like come on, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do this stuff, but I don't. The snitching mess for me, I don't care about it because they let people like the Twitterverse, right? They pick and they choose who they want to do stuff to and who do stuff for. Like they're still legitimately in a space with a man that told another grown man, "I will put your daughter on a hostro and I fuck that little bitch." He said, "My daughter's young. I don't give a fuck. I still fuck that bitch." And they are still cool with the nigga till this day. They're still in spaces with the nigga. They still let him come up and speak till this day. I don't like Twitter people because they do not keep everything down the fucking middle.
Right.
They don't keep everything down the middle. I don't associate with it. I got it had an issue last night where my name got brought up. I don't know how it got brought up. Somebody said I wrote for somebody. I said, huh? That man didn't ask me to help him, nor did he ask me to write for him. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, he called me. He asked me, how did I feel about something? But I said, how can I critique you if your round's not done, bro? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You have ideas and concepts, but you don't have your rounds not done. I didn't even know he was battling today, to be honest with you. I had other stuff going on. But don't sit up there and say my name. You know what I'm saying? And then like other people like to do, they like to use context. I mean, not context. They like to try to paint a narrative, so they move away from a narrative. And I'm like, it's crazy to me that you can sit up here that you say that how can somebody ask me to write for them, help them when I couldn't help myself. And I said that would be false because you've had asked me to help some of your younger guys when they were starting battling on spaces. Your man's asked me to help him with his round when he was supposed to have a space battle. Your other man's, you already know what I did for him. So I'm like, bro, I don't battle rap. It's not a talent thing with me. That's not why I don't battle rap. I don't like the politics. I'm not kissing ass. That's why I don't battle rap. You'll be like, oh, you don't want to take it serious. You never heard me rap once that I didn't take a battle serious. I just know niggas trash that y'all gas up. So
Right.
why would I waste time writing for them when I already have material that I can use? That's what I'm gonna do, regardless of it. Like I don't care about that. If I'm not getting paid, it's a waste of my freaking time. It like that. That's what it is. And half the time, I don't care about the money. I just don't want to battle the person you want me to battle. I'm good. I'm chill. I
Yeah.
don't care about it. Like so, y'all can say whatever you want
I
to
mean,
say. Like
that's why I say I don't spar with people. If anything, you gonna hear my round, I'm already gonna be done. It's gonna be memorized. I don't spar with people because you can't tell me how to be me. Now, one
mhm.
thing I can say is if I spar with somebody or let them hear my round, if they say, "Well, you could say it better this way," you just kind of re-advising my original idea. You're not giving me anything.
And I don't even do that. I do what like that's why I love Mozzie so much, bro. Like that's why I love Mozzie so much. Like if I have a round, bro, and I spit it to Mozzie, Mozzie gonna tell me like what he gonna tell me what's this is the thing about Mozzie. Mozzie gonna tell me what he don't like first.
Right.
Then he gonna tell me like, say that bar you said again, and I'm gonna say it, and he gonna be like, I like that. I like the way you delivering that. That's you. He has never said say this way, or you can take that out. He always say if it's something that I rap about, and he don't know what I'm talking about, he always say, hey, bro, spit that to somebody else because I don't know anything about that right that particular topic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It
Yeah.
could be fire. I just don't know about it or whatever. And I'm like, okay, because no, 9 times out of 10, what I do is when I finish writing my round, like when I trim it and I make sure I got every word the right way because I'm a stickler for how I say stuff and I ain't got no typos or anything in it and I trim the fat out and this is the way I want it. When I spit my round or whatever, I record myself, I listen to it and I take notes on it. I like this part. I like how I transition. I don't, and I circle the parts right. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. So when I do spar with certain people, you know what I'm saying? If they give me the same feedback that I'm giving myself, oh yeah, I don't too much. You can take that part and just transition it. It is better. I already know that because I felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting
Yeah.
feedback. A lot of people don't understand that. Like I just ask questions. Like I'm not like I said it earlier today in the space I was in for like 5 minutes. I was like, we was talking about coach, and I was like, bro, coach gave me some of the best advice, and it was a simple question I asked him. I said, bro, how do you punch out the gate like that? He said, bro, write one long round. When you got a time limit, if your time limit 130, when you hit 2 minutes, end it. Boom, come out your round just like that right there. Make sure you coming on a one liner or a two liner, or if you got a slogan, you can insert. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that or whatever. I'm like, okay, and that's just off asking questions. That's all
Right.
I do is ask questions. So I mean, like, it's a lot of game that you can get from different people. It's just your style, knowing your style, being comfortable with your style, and then adding to it and actually going out there and doing it. And a lot of times I tell people, bro, y'all ain't tired of people arguing on spaces, them battling, and the battle is ass. Y'all knew the battle was gonna be ass in the first place. Just because
Right.
somebody argued does not mean they're supposed to battle. We see, I'm like, the no entourage thing is a very good idea for up and comers. Nobody's taking it serious,
Right. Right. And
you know.
always say the spaces are still a small community. Like I said, if we still packing the venue and we don't be on spaces, I'm pretty sure the spaces might could help, but it might not. It might be a good thing I'm not on there either.
Mm-hmm.
No, I stay away from the drama. You know, I don't like the drama. I stay away from the drama because I'm just not doing it, bro. And then, like you said, people already know who they know. They cool with who they cool with.
Mhm.
So
And that's my thing, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, I told somebody that too. I said, bro, what was that girl's name? I'm like, Taz. Y'all remember how everybody was jumping on Taz because she got on the trenches and she battled what's that girl name that battled on the trenches? What's the girl name? She battled Cashflow Rizzy.
whether
Um
Sea Breeze,
no. She Zan. She battled Zan. And then after Zan, she actually battled Shice Raw on Chrome, and everybody's
right,
like, she don't deserve that. It's just because of the people she know. But I'm like, a lot of these people that we know, you know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
'cause of who they know.
being being respectful before Eunice actually got good live. He was getting stuff. We knew what was about to happen with Eunice. Which respectfully, it made sense because he was getting better every battle. He had got
Right,
off spaces. He getting better every battle. He already built a fan base off spaces. Him and Appa and Anti-Hero, the rest of those guys, Rock Lee. You know what I'm saying? And Rain Fire Moon. They had already built a fan base. Now they're going live. You know what I'm saying? So, and they're putting their work in. I'm not going to say they got stuff handed to them, but the matchup that they were getting at that time was good for them because they were gradually getting better. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So everybody don't have that aspect. And then when I tell niggas like niggas, when we come from where I come from, like when we come from the South, we don't get those type of opportunities. So they was like, yeah, you probably took the crew stuff at the, too early. I'm like, that opportunity might never came again. It's a lot of us that don't get that opportunity. It's a lot of people that think Baby James just started rapping like 2 years ago. That's not true.
right,
Monster been rapping. Like Monster he's one of them guys down south. Baby James is one of those guys down south. It's a lot of guys that's them guys down south. We just don't get the type of opportunities that y'all get because our leagues are majority startup leagues.
right.
They're not no, and then everybody don't move with everybody. Like this league, that's just what it is, bro. A lot of people aren't good, and they're y'all friends. Y'all not telling them they're not good.
Right.
So it's a lot of politics that I stay the fuck away from, bro.
Yeah,
Cause I don't.
yeah, I was in spaces, and on top of that, like I said, I'm just not speaking on nobody's situation because I'm too involved in the culture.
Yeah, I know what you said. I know
Yeah,
what you said.
every
And it ain't
I'm
yours. That's what I said last night. I'm like, bro, most of the discovery. I'm like, well, I mean, from what I seen, he was saying whatever he was saying. I mean,
right,
I don't think you can. I mean, if it looked like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. But at the same time, you don't know the situation and why he did what he did. Because
right,
if they got you, because this is my thing, right? If you know you already facing charges, they got you on camera. How you gonna lie your way out of it?
right,
Because in Georgia, we can't use CIs, they use GBIs, they use undercover police. In Florida, they can get your brother, your cousin, one of your friends to set you up or
right.
whatever. Oh, so you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people got to be mindful of what they're doing because they gotta bro, it's a lot that goes into this, bro. My cousin he was facing 5 charges of sales and manufacturers within 500 feet of a school, church, or something else or whatever. He got 3 of them dropped because the audio was messed up. But he could have got and then they wound up dropping the other one, so he had one,
Right.
right? And he could have got that dropped because the video kept cutting in and out. But he just took the plea deal and he just went up the road and did a year.
Coming from a nigga that been to jail, bro, sometimes taking a plea deal just like, all right, I'm done trying to fight these people. If I can go home, I'm going home.
I ain't gonna hold you. If I was in a situation Thug had, I would still be in that court. Because now, at this point, with everything that had happened, bro, even if they try to find me guilty, I know I got room for appeal, and I'm about to sue everybody that had something. I'm about to sue the state of Georgia. I'm about to sue the judge. I'm about to sue the bar. I'm about to sue a lot of people.
Right.
I wouldn't have took that deal. That's why Brian still wanted him to keep going.
Yeah, a lot of times though, like it sound good, but when you sitting in that cell and you missing out on more money and all that other stuff, you be like, man, I'm just ready to go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you sitting in the cell and your life on the line and you don't went through all this at this point, bro, what is the point of stopping? I tell people that all the time. I'm like, bro, you know how our school system is. We went through hell getting like some people get past it, some people don't get past it. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
literally went through a lot of stuff going through this school system, and y'all decide to drop out your junior year or the first half of your senior year. Everything you did was for nothing.
Right.
I'm not you. I came too far. I might as well see it out to the end.
Nah, that's true too. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it sounds good. But when the motherfucker told me I could fight my shit or go home, boy, I took that thing and went right home, boy. I ain't gonna
Man,
hold you. That shit sound good.
listen, I tell everybody, bro, I ain't going to jail for man. Listen, I ain't going to jail for nobody. Don't bring that weird mess around me. I don't even like riding with people, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true
listen.
too. But just generally speaking too, if you know you involving yourself in stuff too,
Yep. Yep.
accept what comes with that.
Matter of fact, an old head said that when I was locked up, bro. Old head said that shit. Old head said, bro, if you had, he said, this is what people don't understand, bro. He said, I can understand somebody that's totally innocent. You know what I'm saying? That's totally innocent or whatever. I can understand them completely. You know what I mean?
Right.
Defending their innocence or whatever. And he was like, but sometimes like people that have some of these drug charges and stuff, like, bro, if you know you don't have anything to do with that or this, that, and the third, take what you're gonna get and get the hell on up out of there.
Yeah, nah, that's
Put
a
your
fact.
pride to the side. A lot of niggas scared to put their pride to the side. That's why I don't. I'm like, bro, y'all. That's the problem that we have as a people too, bro. Because you know, like we grew up and you got people like, oh man, you heard what Gotti said, or you heard what Gucci said, or you heard what Jesus said. They living with they got a nice family. They got a nice
They out
family.
the hood. They did their time already.
What they don't. As soon as they got that check, they got out the hood. They ain't doing none of that. They just selling it to you. They selling you the product through music. You out there trying to live like them. Yeah, you think they care?
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad because like if people seen the more of the world too, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, "Oh, this is what's else in the world." Instead of me doing this, and that's why I love battle rap. Cause I get to see states and different areas for my talent. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, there's more to it than life than just being in the streets, bro. So yeah, man, I don't know where everybody else was at today, but I got my hour in for this week. Next week I got Smokelahoma 2, so I won't be in office, but we could try to run it on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. Yo.
I'm here.
Oh yeah, but now I was just wrapping up the show. We got Smokelahoma 2 this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? 20 at the door, 5 live streams. This shit to stage. You got any last words?
Nah, I really ain't got no last words. You know, I appreciate everybody. For everybody that wanting to hear, you know what I'm saying? We gonna hold it down at all times, man. Y'all want y'all to be on the lookout, man. I'm a politic with Domo, try to get us a different thing, going on with the podcast thing and everything. So,
Yeah,
y'all stand on.
at some point I want to get it to where I got the whole setup. I'm working on my
Yeah, cause that's what I really want to like literally want to come up to like Atlanta at least like
yeah,
twice every month, whatever, and like do a full blown podcast, cause you got the camera. I already got a fire co-host. And then we got other people that also have fan bases. You know what I'm saying? That
yeah.
can,
I got a 2 bedroom townhouse, so
yeah,
I'm
we
working
can
on like setting up my other room,
yeah,
like
we
this,
can get it
like
popping.
coming up. Yep.
And I can have different people on the podcast because like when I tell you what I'm trying to do and it's something that she want to do too, because you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like she want to get to the bag, and I know that her base gonna come over there. So like I don't even know if you know who I'm talking about right now, but that's my sis, man. She always been good to me, man. So I'm gonna get with her, and we gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna like this idea a lot. We gonna do what we gonna do, bro.
Yeah, I'm working on it too.
It's
I'm
just I
trying
gotta
to
wait
get.
for work to slow down, bro. They been getting the butt out the duck, man.
Yeah, trying to get my setup, but right. All I trying to I'm about to get a new camera for the league and all that. So I'm about to do my thing too, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Bye, man. We out of here. This is episode 12. Y'all gonna get this podcast. Y'all be safe, man. The shit the stage.
Okay.
Yep.